Okay, students, your time is up. It's time for you to go. Now we're going to focus on educators, mental health specialists, and staff here at Traverse. I'm Sonia Stovall, the founder of No Offense, webinars, workshops, and a mobile app for professional development and increasing cultural competence. I'm excited to have this opportunity to present to Traverse Academy today. So let's get started.
I understand we need professional development, but as a first year teacher, I feel swamped. I hope this helps. I could really use this time to catch up on work.
Ms. Piper's frustration is easy to understand. Every day you have competing priorities, and the workplace landscape can be overwhelming even for seasoned educators. These workshops, Intention versus Impact, Restorative Routines for Workplace Conflict, Cultivating a Collaborative Culture, and Self Care and Burnout Prevention, are meant to make things easier for you, not only as you work to help students, but as you work with your colleagues and make sure that you're not sacrificing yourself.
I'm Judith, and it's my 17th year of teaching. I know professional development is part of the deal. I'm interested in this intention versus impact session. That's a new one for me. Let's see if we can teach this old dog some new tricks.
You may have seen yourself in one of those previous examples, or perhaps even experienced one of those situations. However, we're going to move forward with some reframing. Reframing sometimes takes some vulnerability and self awareness, but it's worth it. In the workshops, we'll do real life scenarios. For example, things like comparing pain. On your screen is an example of comparing pain unhelpfully. One colleague has recently lost a loved one, and another colleague, in an attempt to be helpful, mentions that they lost their pet. I'm sure they're trying to be helpful, and it's difficult to know what to say when someone else is experiencing grief. However, what you'll learn in the workshop is how to not make this particular mistake.
I was skeptical about the pertinent practice activity, but now that I know how it feels to receive help I didn't ask for, I understand my students and coworkers better. My students share more with me because they feel their voices matter. One student told me, "Mrs. Johnson, this is the first time a teacher ever asked me how I learn best." That's powerful.
It's time to get off the intention versus impact interstate. Next up, restorative practices for workplace conflict.
New teacher, I didn't realize how much conflict there could be at work, especially when the different teams disagree about how to help a child. I wasn't sure how restorative practices would work, but after the workshop, I realized that conflict is inevitable, but it doesn't have to be destructive. People will default to their learned stress response, which is usually dysfunctional. But the more we engage in restorative practices, I feel less drained when there is an issue. After training, our faculty lead told us formal complaints were down by 40%. Even better, I see my students modeling the conflict resolution tools I'm putting into practice. This wasn't just professional development, it's training for real life.
By the way, that won't be just any old regular game of Jenga we're going to use for restorative practices. I promise you'll be surprised. Next, we're moving into cultivating a collaborative culture, where the focus is seeing through the lens of another person. Traverse Academy is unique in that it provides customized education and meets students where they are in their mental health journey. Successfully navigating this critical mission means creating a comprehensive network for students. In order for the student network to thrive, however, The faculty, staff, administration, and support staff need to be able to support one another. Coming from different disciplines, education, administration, and psychology, there are times it may be tough to agree. Finding common goals is the key to success, as well as being able to see through another person's lens. Among other issues, this session will address how the team balances discipline with emotional support, a common activator for conflict. We'll solve problems in real time, allowing you to leave with tangible roadmaps. We'll also have some fun. As the daughter of an educator, I promise you won't have to hold hands unless you want to. My mom never liked that part. If looking through lenses is your thing, think of cultivating a collaborative culture as creating a patchwork of everyone else's perspectives. That way, it's something tangible for each person to look at and see how each of you brings something special and important to the work that you're doing.
Hi, I'm Cedric. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure I wanted to see through another lens, much less do anything that sounded like quilting. However, this session surprised me. I think my favorite thing our facilitator said is that she was there to help us access our greatest untapped resource, which is the collective wisdom of everybody on the team. I realize that building stronger relationships with my colleagues will help me feel like I can lean on the team when I need help.
Are you feeling some end of year exhaustion? Your performance evaluations are due. Are you done? Are all of your student notes up to date? What's for dinner after parent teacher conferences? Did you remember to put the trash can on the curb? Are you sure about the trash can making it to the curb? For example, look at this person. They have many cups in front of them. However, doesn't seem to be helping them one bit. How each of us choose to self care is as different as our personalities, backgrounds, and upbringing. What works for one person may not work for someone else. Let's meet Miss Miller and see what she says about her self care journey. How each of us choose to self care is as different as our personalities.
I've been really frustrated lately with the job, the demands of home and work, and I know the students can feel it. I really wasn't sure how self-care looks for me. I don't like massages and yoga isn't my thing. After the session, I realized self-care doesn't have to be fluffy or unrealistic. I like to plan toward a goal, and I realized planning trips and taking them helped me have something to look forward to on a regular basis, and something fun to share with my kids and colleagues when I get home. After a couple of trips, one of my students wrote, "Miss Miller seems happy to be here now, which makes me want to be here too. I had no idea how I care for myself could impact my students. I even discovered I enjoy yoga, as long as it's on a beach.